What's up, everybody? Steve Williams, founder and president of the creditrepairshop.com. I'm going to give you an update. You can see I'm in my regular clothes. We're going to be doing a really big, we're making a lot of changes here at the office where we're spreading out. They want, abiding by the rules that everyone spread out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mainly be working from home, and customer service for each of the businesses will be working from home. Sales reps working from home and only making trips to customers that need to be seen, but trying to do most of their work over the phone. But in this video, what I'm going to talk about is two things that you got to watch out for, because if in a 2008 downturn, people were promised certain things, and turn my computer down. People were promised things by lenders, and then all of a sudden, when they looked at their statements, or they looked at what they said over what they actually did, it wasn't true. Like, an example was, a lot of people thought that they didn't have to make their mortgage payments during the downturn. A lot of people were told that they were going to get these modifications, all this stuff, and it wasn't true. And the number one thing that you have to do, number one thing, I'm going to get this out of the way early with this video, is that you have to do what I call an certified statement, which is where, number one, whoa, thought somebody was knocking on my door here. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I'm the only one here at the office very early right now. I thought somebody was knocking on the door, but it was somebody knocking on the door in another building. But you have to do what I call a hardship statement. Each company is going to have their own rules or policy on what they're going to do. In a previous video, I stated that American Express is going to waive payments. They're going to waive the fees. They're not waiving the payments, they're deferring the payments. So to be clear, American Express, they're not waiving like where you don't have to pay that a payment eventually, but what they're doing is they're deferring it. That's a better word, deferring it. So you might get a 2-month, 3-month, even a 6-month, depending on how long this whole situation lasts and how long I won't say forever, but it's going to be a period of time before people recover. And but what you have to do is you have to, number one, clearly understand what they're going to be allowing people to do, because they're going to waive payments. They're going to defer payments and waive the interest rates during that. Bank of America is going to allow deferment of payments, and as of a few days ago, they were still going to let the interest be charged on the balance that's being deferred, which I think is not a good look on their part. But you need to put all of your expenses that you got to pay, all of your bills, and call the companies and ask what is going to be their policy on deferring payments, because you need to make sure that you have as much cash on hand as possible and defer payments with the companies that you can defer payments with, and you need to get that in writing. And so the way that you do it, in the way that we would do it for customers, is that, number one, we need to have the hardship statement notarized by you, saying that, due to this virus situation, that you've either lost your job, lost income, that needs to be put in writing. And then it needs to be submitted to the appropriate department with with the company that you're doing it with. So if it's your mortgage company, your credit card company, hospital bills, cable bill, electric bill, water bill, all of those. Everyone is required under these emergency situations to uh, have deferment programs in place. They're all different, takes a lot of time, but you got to do it. And then what I suggest is that you have your hardship statement, you get that notarized, and then you have that sent to each of the companies, and then you want them to send you something about that they uh, will, they may send their policy, they may send something, but at least with each of the companies, you've put it on record. You have a certified uh, uh, from the post office certified signature that they did receive it. So, because what I don't want to happen to people is what happened in 2008, is that these companies start saying that they didn't agree to certain things, that we did it, you misunderstood the policy, you got to pay this back, or they start hitting you, they start repoing stuff, start doing all types of things. You don't want to let that happen. These companies are going to be bailed out, so you need to make sure that they don't take advantage of you and take your assets or whatever. You got to just make sure that that doesn't happen. So stay tuned to videos. I'm going to be giving you more updates, and I have another update for a company, New Res, which is a mortgage servicer. I don't know if any of you have this company out of Greenville, South Carolina. They're a national mortgage servicer. So your mortgage may have been with a certain bank or mortgage company, and then it was sent to this company to be the servicer. And what they're saying that they're going to do is, which is very tricky when I read this, says if you can't make your mortgage payment due to the impact of the COVID-19 or any other reason, please visit myloan.newres.com. And once you log in, select the online service tab for homeowner assistance. And it says that whether it's a loan modification or deed in lieu, we will work with you. Deed in lieu is where you give the house back. And I don't know why they would put that, but maybe it's because they've had other situations and they just maybe talking about that. It was something that was available even before what was going on. If you haven't heard, right now, state of California is on a full 100% lockdown. State of California is on a full 100% lockdown. So if you're in any state, you should take advantage of what these companies are doing before it starts to calm down, because right now is when they're going to give you the most help. Right now is when most people aren't thinking about this part. Most people are thinking about just stocking up and doing those things. That's important, but you also need to look at getting your financial house in order, on strategizing on how to keep as much cash as possible and get as many payments as you can deferred. So let's quickly go over the debt that's being released into the market. National accounts, mixed lenders, charge-off date 2012, $2.5 million. Average balance $3,200. They're releasing that into the market. Past statute of limitations for most states. Another batch they got here with their St. Patrick's Day batch, 1.4 million, charge-off date 2012. Average account balance 3,500. Let's see here. Another group, 28.9 million, 7,400 accounts. Average balance 3,800. Charge-off date 2008. Let's see here. Big batches, credit cards, 55 million, 30,000 accounts, 2007. 28 million. Oh, that was just the one that we just did. 42 million. We got 60 in those charge off date 2008, 62 million 2008, 40 million 2007 charge off date, 20 million charge off date 2006 past statute of limitations. Even for Rhode Island, it has 15 years. 14 million charge off date 2010. Payday loan 10 million charge off date 2016. I think that was one from last week. So please refer to my videos on what to do if you have accounts that are past statute of limitations. I have videos on here for that. Also, real quick, do me a favor, please like this video so we can get more people watching, because of the information that we're going to be having come out. Let's end it right now about the debt, and let's talk about some the things that you need to be careful of. What I want you to do is be careful of. I'm even being careful of this, is that you can't sit there and sit in front of your TV and watch over and over and over again stuff about this virus. It's going to pass, and what you have to do is you have to balance off, and you have to listen to positive information. You have to visualize positive, or you're going to start getting what you think about. Remember, in all of my other videos that I talk about, is that you get what you think about. First, it's in your mind, and then you subconsciously internalize it, and then it starts to visualize. So if you visualize that you're going to get sick and have all of these problems financially and all this stuff, you're going to make it happen to yourself. What you need to do is you need to see what's going on, so you had information, and then you need to start visualizing after all of this stuff is done and over with. What are you going to do? How are you going to rebound? Part of how you're going to rebound is a solution that I just talked about, which is to get your financial house in order, so you can only need to deal with staying healthy instead of worrying about the finances. Get that out of the way. See how much cash you have on hand. See how much cash you're going to have on hand now that you don't have to make payments, and get that worry out of your mind. Get your deferments. Get everything. Payments are going to be coming from the government. Don't use those payments that they give you to pay bills. You need to have that so you can pay, keep your household going. And so if you take care of these deferments now, when you get that cash payment, you won't have to worry about doing anything but just maintaining your household. So think positive. That's just something that you need to do. Another thing that I want to quickly go on, talk about is, for you that went and got your credit reports, I really appreciate that. I'm going to do a video on how to read those reports, because I've been getting emails and people have been commenting on videos, and they're saying that when they got their reports, they did not know that certain things were on their credit reports. And that's why I always say, get your credit reports, because that's where everything starts. You can see charge-off dates, original charge-off dates. You can see if the debt was canceled. You can see if a certain debt, who it was sold to. You can see a whole bunch of things right there in the comment section of your credit reports. And it needs to be a paid monitoring service, because those are going to get that added information. The free services just do not give you all of that information. Let me quickly go to some of the questions that people might have had. A lot of people were mainly thanking me for videos that I had posted. They were mainly just saying thank you for giving the information about the banks. Let me see if anything else was released on. Citibank released a statement that they're just going to have an assistance program. They're not going to be doing any collections on people right now. Discover Card will extend relief to qualified customers. That's tricky, qualified customers. We got to see what's going on that. They haven't released exactly what that's 100% what that's going to entail. U.S. Bank, they just give a number, discuss solutions on an individual basis. Wells Fargo, hardship department, they have a number. So I'm going to be getting all of this information out to everybody so we can make sure that you had information on with the companies that have released information on what they're going to do as a remedy for what's going on right now. So I'm going to end the video here. I want everybody to stay safe. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen Williams, founder and president of the CreditRepairShop.com. Thank you.